the amount of damage that we're talking about occurring to the church buildings is many, many millions of dollars. We don't know how much the exact repair figure or estimate will be for the church property. And unfortunately, as a practical matter, we will never know. 80 to 90% of termite damage is hidden inside walls, inside floor systems that are not completely accessible, and you can't even determine whether or not that wood is damaged to the extent that it needs to be replaced by tapping on it with a hammer or probing it with a sharp instrument. So the estimates that we're going to get together are estimates that are based on the best judgment of people that understand how termites behave in buildings that are built like the church, etc. We also need to recover money for the church for the costs associated of potentially having church services elsewhere, having a lot of the properties shut down for a period of time, potentially having to move the office to temporary office locations, for moving them out, for moving them back in, for additional utilities, and other associated expenses, and also potentially for a reduction in the church's income that may occur if the facility is unusable for a period of time. That's probably going to affect the contributions of parishioners to the church during the period of time it's not fully usable. And those are incidental damages that we're going to claim that Terminix is responsible for paying for. So, in recovering damages against Terminix, we are trying to keep our eyes wide open about the full array of damages that may result from a disruption of the use of these facilities, and to restore these facilities to their pre-damage look. We are not looking about putting a steel roof on beautiful historic buildings. We're talking about restoring the buildings much like they're restoring Notre Dame in Paris from the fire. These are important buildings to the community, they're important buildings to the church, they're important buildings to the parishioners, and people ought to be able to use those buildings and look up at these beautiful roofs and know that they're going to be there long after they're gone, and host their great-great-grandchildren and things like that.